whatever that claim is, you want to get it out really fast. And generally, all we're doing is we're showing before and after stories. You're saying, I went from this to this, from this to this, okay? No skills, no money, to making money and blah, 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 skills. You want to teach people things. So ultimately, what the internet wants, what we're all ultimately doing is we are feeding it information. We are feeding, we are going through a knowledge renaissance. We're all going through a collective enlightenment here, actually. The internet is all this information that was usually passed around, maybe, it's feeding into all of us. We all have the chance to basically evolve to the next level of income. We have, I won't even go into like all the problems people have and pass down to their children, blah, 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 but teach people things. I'm going to show you 3 ways that you can lose fat in the next 15 minutes if you stick with me through this video now, and you want to teach them a couple things. You want to show them a couple ways that they can lose weight. You want to show them a couple ways they can make money. In Kiala's video, he's teaching people in his YouTube ad. He's showing people something interesting. So teach people. And you always want to frame things with also the negative in your videos. You want to tell people what they can do it without. Notice I kind of start it's like people's brains love this. I tell you, I started without any prior experience. I started without any skills in this space. I started without knowing programming. The reason is because when people get an ad or when people meet a new person or whatever, they're always skeptical. Our brains are wired, just like from the time we were cavemen or women, we're wired to be skeptical of like everything. The news back there, fake news media is always trying to keep us in fear of things. So, did somebody clap for the fake news media? Yeah, you fake news. But basically, the fear is pummeled into our brains since birth, and you want to frame things. So get rid of that skepticism by telling people what they can do it without. Okay, you can lose weight without dieting. You can lose weight without some expensive surgery. You can lose weight without having to, without dieting and without exercising and without expensive surgery. I mean, I don't know a product that does that, but the point is, it's, that is sexy. That sounds sexy. If you say that in an ad, like, look, in the next 2 minutes, I'm going to show you how to lose weight without dieting, without exercise, and without, that works. People are hooked. You want to have a call to action. I generally have a call to, like maybe a minute or a couple minutes in. You want to tell people, always tell people what the next step is. Always have one step. There's only ever give people one choice of what to do next. And, say the next step is download this PDF. I found a lot of success in just showing testimonials. So what I do in a lot of my ads, I started using testimonials in my ads for AWOL Academy. You can literally find testimonials and just chop up the best like 2-second bits and just throw them on the beginning of an ad or at the end of an ad, and it will instantly cause the ad to work better. You just take little testimonial snippets like, I couldn't believe it. Money just appeared, money just appeared in my computer. Like my computer threw money at my face. I made my first $5 million within a day. Like, oh my God, like whatever the testimonials are, pack them in. It's like, I was giving an example, like different people, right? Or it's like, wow, like I went, I lost 500 pounds. And then it's like, I lost 13 pounds and I got a rich husband. And it's like, I lost a bunch of weight and now I look ripped and I got some chicks. Like whatever those testimonials are, you throw them one after the other and that will cause an ad to work. And also have crazy, fun, memorable, self-aware motifs. If possible, self-awareness is the sexiest trait. Whether you are talking to investors, whether you are talking to just people in general, whether you're talking to your wife or husband. Self-awareness is a really cool trait. So if you can be self-aware in videos, if you're the one doing the pitching, it's cool. And if you have like some sort of weird motif, you're like, look, I have gray hair and I'm wearing Patagonia, but you know what? I'm still, you know, I'm a super crazy dude and you have no idea, or something like that. Like, sorry, I was trying to get you to smile, but I was talking to you. But you know, like, but I rage in, I have gray hair and wear Patagonia, but I rage in Vegas, and let me tell you exactly how, or something like that. I don't know. But, people, if people remember you as like the Patagonia jacket dude or something, it can be funny, and you can get known as that. Let me go to the next slide. So that's how to do ad. The landing page. Landing pages, after you tell people what to do next after the ad, from YouTube, you want to keep it really short. You want to just be collecting people's usually emails or maybe their phone numbers, but keep it short. Like name, email, phone number, because after a YouTube ad, people are in kind of like, people on YouTube are very they're in like video watching mode. So you just need to get something. If you're going to go for their information, get it quick, take them to another video, okay? Or include a video on your landing page. Again, people in video watching mode, feed them more videos. That's what they want. That's why at like AWOL Academy, it's like a long form sales like webinar. Like that works, it's very congruent with YouTube, right? Because somebody's watching a video here and they get an ad, and then you're taking them to another video. So the offer should include, as I said, a video, webinar, BSL, sales pitch. This is most congruent. Again, you're always trying to make your marketing as congruent as possible. And a good way to do this is kind of like try to sit in your customer avatar's seat and try to imagine. And this is why women are such good marketers, is because they have empathy and they can understand if like marketing is congruent or not, or if it's, if something feels off. Like women are really good they just have better intuition than men, to spotting that. Yeah, woo woo, go women, pat yourself on the back. For YouTube, the offer, this is a huge one. It needs to have a broad mass market appeal to a very civilian populace. So if you just think of like walking down like Main Street in whatever town you guys are from, walking down Main Street, like just a random person, would a random person walking into be interested by this ad? If you're selling, if you're selling like, I don't know what, I'm trying to think of like a bad example of stuff to sell. Like you're not going to sell speakers. You're not going to sell speakers on YouTube. You're not going to sell some product that's like, hey, get this like special software that helps increase your internet marketing, list building, revenue, passive income. That's not going to sell on YouTube because YouTube is a broad audience. And you're trying to target a very specific thing. Specific targeting doesn't work super well on YouTube. So you want to, I named some examples of products that work, like weight loss. Weight loss is an amazing go-to thing that's really helpful for people. I think there's a lot of natural like supplements out there that are much better, for people. Whereas, let's get cut out some of those McDonald's ads and get some, like healthy, weight loss type stuff in there. Weight loss, skincare. I always go back to a lot of these big markets, energy supplements, muscle building supplements, helping people with relationships, self-improvement, business opportunities, investments. These are all insurance. These are all examples of like very broad kind of appeal stuff. Now, in conclusion, and I threw that picture up. That's a picture of me and a couple buddies. We rented some cars, and we went racing around painted painted canyon or something. There's some like there's some national park out here. It was really sick. And the guy in the middle is actually the Hispanic guy is an affiliate marketer. He's pulling in about 1.5 million a month right now. He doesn't like advertise anything about himself or anything in like any of his stuff. He has a number of people working for him now, and the other guy is a friend of mine from Vegas. So, in conclusion, don't be afraid to launch. Just do it, okay? Copy what already works. Okay, don't try to be creative here. My style might be a little different from Kyala's, but I try to never be a creative. If I think I have a good idea, I try to check my ego at the door. This is business. Where's the money? Where's my money? Okay? It's not about your ego. It's not about your ideas. We're trying to... Woo! Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I got a bonus time. There I go. Yeah, creativity, check it at the door. Being afraid to launch, I'll give you another thing. So, with affiliate marketing, when you're working for yourself, you go through ups and downs and slumps and stuff like that. And I was going through this slump one time because it was after this gold investment program. They shut down their affiliate program for a little bit, and I was like, what do? I don't have any I don't have income stream. So what I did was really I just said to myself how do I make this work? Do I find a deal with another company or something? I don't know. But I was just like, you know what? I'm going to go what I need to do, because I know salespeople, what they do is they measure the number of calls they do per day. So, and that keeps them to a thing, because if you don't have numbers to measure yourself by, then you're just kind of flying blind. And, I knew an independent salesperson, and he was like, no, I always do 100 calls a day. And that's his thing. So, that keeps him in there. So I said, okay, you know what? I'm going to launch an ad campaign every single day. I'm going to launch it for a new, for a new product or something. I'm just going to launch every single day. And if you guys want to take this challenge, I encourage you to. But I said for this next month, this next 30 days, I'm going to launch at least a few, an ad set or something, a few ads every single day. And I did that. And that got me, not only did it get me out of my slump, but it really helped propel me. That's what propelled me to my first $1 million year. So because I got some profitable campaigns going. So don't be afraid to launch. Remember, this is your job. Your job is to influence other people here. So your job is to put up ads and help whatever convey information or get them to go through sales pages or whatever. Get the stuff out there. Put the ads up. Affect people. Influence people. Also, there is no perfect in marketing. For those of you who are here have a pretty good mindset, but a real beginner mindset is people are looking for the perfect thing and they won't take any action until they understand every intricate detail. There is no perfect in sales. There is no perfect sales pitch. It's connection. You can't have a perfect sales pitch. There's no such thing. It's all. So don't shoot for perfect. Did I get a second bonus time? Yeah, I got a second bonus time. Woo, I'm loving it. Keep it coming. And then also remove negative influences from your life. Okay, if there's negative people, if there's negative, just remove negative influences from your life. It's a huge thing. Massively helpful. Don't chase opportunities. Say no more than you say yes. There's so many opportunities out there. I bet you guys are on an average of like 20 or 30 different email lists. I am, so don't chase the opportunities. There's shiny objects everywhere, right? There's so much winning out right nowadays. Don't focus on one thing. So many people don't do this right. Focus on one thing. Dedicate yourself to it. Make it happen. Surround yourself with super badasses. Surround yourself with people that are moving to where you want to be or who are where you want to be. And Also, and if you guys want to follow along, I have a vlog, so feel free to follow me on YouTube. But thank you guys all for being here. I hope I served you guys. You guys are badasses, and here's to you. So awesome. Have a good one.
Thanks to John and his media buying programs, I've done hundreds of thousands of dollars in extra revenue. It's been absolutely life-changing.
I'm freaking excited today. If you guys can tell, I got my first sale. Actually, I got 2 of them.
Hi, my name is Demetrius. I basically started using his tactics yesterday and already started seeing results. After going through the program, I made my first commissions basically yesterday. John Crestani, thank you so much for access to your program. It is powerful, and I hope your students and people actually get in, and they'll see. They'll be able to understand what I'm talking about. Okay, so thank you again, and I appreciate everything that you put out.